Everyone, hope everything is going well. I wasn't planning on posting a video today, but I did find this quite interesting. On Instagram, I did a reel and I said that, hey, look, half the people, I just threw a number, but many people don't believe the sale of the 84 star Michael Jordan card. And I have a lot of people, or I know people that are saying, hey, look, this is weird. A cage lawyer, like, I don't agree with cage lawyer a lot of times. And cage lawyer is expressing a skeptical attitude towards this. Card ladder, Chris Hoge is skeptical. Chris Hoge, I called out Chris Hoge a few years ago regarding a private sale, which I had issues with. And this was one of the cards that I was like, yo, this doesn't make any sense. It was a 2020 Panini Prism number 325 Justin Herbert Black Finite 1-on-1 BGS 9, sold for $1.1 million September 8, 2022 via private sale verified by Card Ladder. The rumblings of what went on, I think this was the Kurt's Card Care car as well. I think they used Kurt's Card Care, and then I was going off on it. I think this is the card. And then on top of it, I was saying that, hey, look, the guy buying it, we should look into this guy as well. Like, there's rumblings that this guy allegedly was manipulating the Herbert market. And that's why I was like, it doesn't make sense. And this is pricing in what, 8 Super Bowl rings or whatever. It just seemed weird. Okay, he may do well with Jim Harbaugh. I think he will do well. But this card doesn't justify a $1.1 million valuation. I think Hanky Panky was going down. And what was quite interesting when I just said, hey, look, it's weird that, these guys don't want to be public with this. Why is it like some sort of private sale? And then they go to Darren Rovell. Darren Rovell is a respected journalist. We know that. I have respect for Darren Rovell and what he did with card porn, even though like I don't agree with him necessarily like politically, but it doesn't matter, right? I still have respect for him, what he did with card porn. That was fantastic. But I wasn't even trying to, insult Darren Rovell and his journalist or his work in general. I just said, look, it doesn't look right. And then he said that, hey, you do realize 99% of sales are private, right? And then I said, sure. It just seems weird that these two parties didn't want their identity revealed, but wanted to gloat about the sale. Is there a conflict of interest? That was my question that I was asking. And then, there's some other people in the comment section. Some people agree with me, some people didn't. And then he said, this is so embarrassing. I find that to be weird. A weird comment. Like, why is it embarrassing when I am expressing skepticism out there? Darren Rovell probably was given bank statements that were legit, but what stops an individual from sending money back? Or is there something not disclosed on the back end? Hopefully not. But it's okay to ask questions in my field. I'm not an auditor. I know Dan the Cardman is. He has to ask questions, and those questions drive people crazy. And I'm simply doing the same thing. We're trained to look for discrepancies, look for inefficiencies, and try to improve them. And with the way that private sales go down from an accounting slash auditing point of view, I wouldn't feel comfortable reporting a private sale. That's just me. There would have to be a lot of safeguards for me to report a sale as legit. Okay. So that's just me. Some people may agree, some people may not. And I'm just wondering, Why do you have to be the individuals? Why are they wanting to remain anonymous? Why not just, hey, look, this is mine. And, don't put it in your home. Don't put that card in your home. Lock it up. Put it in a safe. Put it in a vault. Put it in a very put it in a location that where there's a lot of security. Now, this card over here, I'm getting DMs, like people are thinking this doesn't look like a nine. This doesn't look like the sharpest nine out there to me, but you all can decide. But here's the thing. I did videos. I said, hey, look, our private sale's rigged. And I remember it was the sports card therapist. And there was questions around, hey, look, is this guy reporting sales to manipulate the Eli Manning market? That's what I was thinking, when he was doing this, mega bid nonsense, right? And he used to send the sales to Chris Hoge and his team, and they used to report like what due diligence was out there. And I don't think at that time Card Ladder had strong internal controls for reporting private sales. I think they've learned, and now that's why you saw Chris Hoge the other day. I showed the video the other day where he was expressing skepticism of this trade. Now, he did report in Card Ladder, but it was because it's Darren Rovell, and Darren Rovell has a very strong reputation in the hobby. And I still find it interesting. Darren Rovell found this embarrassing, but I have reasons to question private sales. And it could be legitimate. It could be completely legitimate, no hanky-panky going on, but we know how this hobby works. There's a lot of shadiness going on, and Jesse Craig brokered this deal. Okay, that doesn't mean that Jesse Craig did hanky-panky, but we know what went on PWCC. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole and look at what went down at PWCC. A lot of crooked stuff went down there at that time frame with Brent at the helm. That's the reality of the situation. That's why people are skeptical of this, even though the whole thing may have been legit. All right. And I'm just looking at this and and I showed this in one of the videos I did over a year back. And then I said private sales are fake, misrepresented, or real. You could take a look at that. And what I said is it's strange during the pandemic, there were more high-end private sales than prior to the pandemic. And you could take a look at that. Like, why did they have to be private? Was there manipulation going on? And I don't think this is, as the phrase Darren Rovell used, embarrassing. I think it's fine to ask questions. It's fine to push back. And ultimately, we need more transparency in the hobby. And ultimately, we do not get that, in my opinion. And that's why I do these videos. I wasn't even planning to do this video, but I found this interesting. Like usually, like people are now I don't have time to do videos as much as I used to. And now people are just flooding my DMs with potential stories I could cover. And that's because I cover issues that the good old boy network doesn't want to cover. So it is what it is. Whether this is embarrassing the question or not, I still will question the narrative. I will push back. And ultimately, we need more transparency in this hobby. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it is embarrassing for me to ask these questions? Is it wrong? Let me know down below. What do you think's going on? And then, oh yeah, the other thing, like I said, doesn't look like a nine to me. Looks like a lower grade, but that's just me and other DMs that I've gotten. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.